So here we continue with the second part from Parashat Tazria. In chapter 13, 12, it says, the Tzara'ah will erupt. This word erupt on the skin. Remember yesterday we talked about the old Tzara'ah being the skin, in the flesh, and that the old Tzara'ah is what is hidden under the flesh, meaning, and it has the same numerical value as the word Tzara'ah. Noshenet has the same numerical value in a reduced value together as 9, which is the letter Tet, which is a vessel that contains light. But in this case, it's the opposite, is that the skin is holding the light. This is so interesting because 12 says, the Tzara'ah will erupt. This word here, erupt, we're going to find it here. It is here, ba'in if. Parocha is erupt. In reality, is bloom, like a flower that blooms like this, like the infirmity comes out. The Tzara'ah will erupt in the skin. The Tzara'ah will cover the entire skin of the affliction from head to his feet. Wherever the eyes of the Kohen can see, these two words, eyes and see, head and feet, the Kohen shall look, and behold, the affliction has covered the entire flesh. Then he shall declare the affliction to be pure. Having turned completely white, it is pure. On the day healthy flesh appear in it, it shall be contaminated. The Kohen shall look at the healthy skin, at the healthy flesh, and declare it contaminated. The healthy flesh contaminated, it is Tzara'ah. But if the healthy flesh changes again and turns white, he shall come to the Kohen. The Kohen shall look at it, and behold, the affliction has changed to white. The Kohen shall declare the affliction pure, it is pure. This is very interesting because here they're talking about the infirmity that is underneath the skin. If it doesn't come off, it is contaminated. So apparently it looks very healthy, but it is contaminated. But if it blooms, but here the translation is erupt, meaning that it covers the whole skin, it is considered pure. Why? What this teaches us? Well, let's go here to Gematria. We have here the word Parocha, which has a Gematria of 294. Reduced Gematria 15, and in a Katan Gematria, a small Gematria, is 6, which is the letter Vav. And the letter Vav is the hook, is the letter that connects heaven and earth. Heaven and earth. See, it says that it will cover from head to toe. And it says here that the Kohen shall see. It says here, let me say, like whatever the eyes of the Kohen can see. Eyes and see. So the eyes, remember yesterday we talked about the Kohen of our lives, of our body, is the heart. The Kohen of our life is the heart. When we do introspection and we really examine ourselves, there is a point that Kohen will see with his eyes. So with his eyes, he will see the arrogant, right? And then he will see, with his eyes, we see the arrogance, the eyes of the heart. And then the Kohen will see the humility. So from head, arrogance, to toe, or to his feet, in this case, to his feet, it's humility. In other words, when we speak, when we are sincere from the heart, from our condition, our own heart will determine our condition. Isn't that interesting? So it first says here, you see, whatever the eyes of the Kohen can see. Okay, here, whatever the eyes of the Kohen can see, the Kohen shall look See? So what is the lesson here to finish this part of the Parsha is that when we recognize our present state and that we have hidden things under the skin, the mindset that is healthy is not healthy. So the Kohen in our lives, in our Mishkan, our inner Mishkan, is the heart. The heart is the one that sees with the eyes our own condition. We are the only ones we are able to recognize our own state, inner state. And this is when we do introspection, and this is when this occurs, the parocha. When we recognize our human state, and at that moment we create connection from heaven to earth, from head to toes, recognizing the arrogance that has bring us to humility, Therefore, we are declared pure and holy before Hashem. The deep parallel between Adam Harishon and the Metzora. Zayit. Adam was covered in light. His God-given holiness was in full bloom. After the fall, the light was hidden, exposing the skin. In other words, Adam became a Metzora. The Metzora skin looked normal, but it hides illness. The person appears fine outwardly, but the sin is concealed as the skin. When the person is hiding the affliction, the person unknowingly is distanced from truth and lives with inner corruption and inner struggle. When the person becomes aware of his condition, the affliction erupts outward. It is a form of confession. Full exposure is what brings purity. The individual's teshuvah opens the door to return to Hashem, to himself, and be integrated into the community. The Metzora had done the tikkun, the repair. Therefore, the person is considered clean. Now, let's close with a beautiful insight. Adam's sin caused truth to go inward and be hidden. Tzara'ah causes hidden truth to come outward and be seen. Teshuvah completes the process by realigning inside and outside. So the Metzora, who become entirely white, is almost like a reverse Adam, hiding nothing beneath the skin, but having everything revealed, leaving no separation between inner and outer, between heaven and earth. By the Metzora being covered from head to feet, he revealed that he is leaving behind the arrogance and that he recognized the true God by exposing his own humility. Shalom.